Hi Pisces, how are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your February love reading. Couple quick announcements. I know the annuals aren't up. They are extremely draining to me for some reason this time around. And I have a gazillion private readings, which I promise if you're waiting for a private reading, you will be getting it in the next 2 days. I just wanted to get the February's out because I like to take breaks during doing lumps of private readings because doing the generals is very clearing. It kind of lightens the mood because a lot of you guys have some very serious, intense things going on in your love life. And it's very clearing along with salt baths to kind of lift that energy and bring out a general message. So if you're upset you haven't gotten your private reading yet, you'll have it in the next 2 days. Okay, what else? If you want to order a private reading, you can click on the link below. I've added a whole bunch of reading options to my website. So there's some cool new options on there, including the X spread. So if you'd like to get a private reading, just click on the link below. It's super easy to book. And yep, I will get you done with the next set of private readings that I do later this week, okay? All right, Pisces, let's get started. And happy Valentine's Day. All right. What are the messages for Pisces love life in February? What's going on in Pisces love life? Pisces love life. What are the messages that Pisces need to hear about their love life in February? And I would like to say, as I'm laying these cards down, whatever is discussed in this general reading is general. Okay? So if it doesn't pertain to your specific situation, it's because it's a general reading. So don't leave hate comments on my channel that this is my ex that's doing this, not me, it's them, it's not me, okay? Yeah, these energies can be flipped for one, and two, it's a general message. If you want a private reading, order a private reading. Otherwise, it might not resonate with you. So don't get angry about that. Okay, Pisces. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands. So this is a card of contemplation. When this is upright, it's a card of contemplation, analyzing your past, thinking and planning the future, but realizing that you're not exactly where you want to be at this moment in time. And so on some level, there's this, it's kind of a saddened contemplation, very melancholy type of contemplation. And looking at this man is standing up on this big building that I suppose he owns, and he's very successful in life, and he has the world in his hands. You can see he's holding the world. He has the world in his hands. He has companions, friends, camaraderie, etc. A general positive outlook on life. That's why these are blooming. But he's looking out over this bay, which really symbolizes his kind of stagnant emotional state. And so there's a sadness to this card. Very melancholy perspective on what to do. There's loneliness here. Now, I didn't mean to get into all that card so deeply. This is reversed. So either you're confused about where you are and where you're going, or you don't have it's like things are not fully settled, but at least you have direction, but you're still really wanting somebody to be on this path with you. There's still a loneliness aspect to this card, but at least when this is reversed, you're moving forward in a direction, like you just aren't really sure if it's the right direction. So there's a little confusion there. So with taking that those comments into your primary card, which is your card, the Hanged Man, also being reversed, okay, indicates that you definitely are moving forward. You're definitely taking a stance and making a decision and not waiting around for signs and symbols to lead and guide you. But there is a temporary type of essence to what you're doing here, Pisces, because the Knight of Swords or Knight of Wands, now, yes, you could be dealing with a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. You could be dealing with them, and this is a very temporary type of energy. This card is very passionate. It's very egotistical. It's very temporary, coming in and out of your life very quickly, leaves quickly, So there's this extreme, like, kind of vacillating movement to this energy, this person, this concept. So the reason why I use the word concept, I don't even know if that was the right word to use, but I use that word because I feel that you have this sense of urgency to do something, but what you're going to do could actually be not work out in your favor. It actually inhibit the situation or make it worse, because you're trying to do something quickly and you're not really listening to your intuition, and you're doing it without really fully contemplating where you are and where you actually really want to go emotionally. So what is that about? And the reason why this is the card of Sagittarius is because Sagittarius are the wanderers, the explorers, the archer. And they love new experiences, always going here and there. And they really thrive off of meeting new people and going new places. And not in any sort of weird non-committal type of way, but it's just that they like the freedom. But when you're combining that with trying too hard, I'm going to say, quote unquote, trying too hard to make a shift in your love life, it can be detrimental. It can cause issues. So this energy is sitting right in between the Tower and the Eight of Cups in your past, which is walking away from a very emotionally safe, secure, solid place. Because this couple, she in this relationship, or the energy of this relationship, took the time to fill up 8 cups full of emotions and love and hopes and dreams and promises. And while it's not 10 cups, it is still 8, which means there was a very heavy, solid foundation, secure emotional foundation to whatever this was that was in the past. Now, the Eight of Cups can be a temporary separation, walking away temporarily to sort things out and to think through things. That's why we have the healing aspect of the stars here, like the star card, and why we have the moon here, because going inside into your deep souls, Pisces, and sorting out your emotions, because, man, you know exactly what you're feeling, don't you? But there's also this idea with this card that the tide comes in and out, and it could ultimately push her back towards this emotional place. So in your past, walking away. And in your future, the Tower. So this Tower is caused by you trying too hard to get to a place, trying too hard to fix something or prove something or do something. It's not really, while it may be coming with the right intentions, it's not coming with the right thought behind it. Does that make sense? It's not coming with from the right place internally. It's like you're trying too hard to cover something up. Maybe you're trying too hard to cover this pain up, or to fix this, or to, move into something new without really letting this go. And the reason why I say that is because we have your grounding card is the Three of Pentacles. Madison. Your grounding card is the Three of Pentacles. So trying to level up, and this ultimately does mean leveling up, either financially or getting a promotion at work, or getting a second job, or like augmenting your situation in a positive, tangible way. So that's grounding you. So because that's grounding you, that could be the foundation of what's pushing you, Pisces, to make these, I'm going to call them rash decisions. What's crowning you is the Emperor. So this could be a fire energy. This is the card of Aries. And so this energy could be what you're trying to emulate purposefully. So the Aries or the Emperor is, he fights with a purpose. He's not just a warrior. He's not just a king of a kingdom. Like, he's the emperor of an empire. He rules an entire empire. Who said that? I think it was Amber said that, Amber Khan. But emperors, even kings, really, good ones, okay, I'm going to say good ones, because he always fights with a purpose. They don't just fight for fighting's sake. They don't just fight to win. They fight with a purpose. And he protects and fights for the safety and sanctity of his family, of his legacy, for his legacy. So it's very purpose driven. So there's kind of a dichotomy here between your reason and your purpose for making these movements, trying to augment your situation for the better or change your situation, but either somebody is standing in your way in your mind, or you're kind of missing the purpose of why you're trying to do it. Does that make sense? It's like you're kind of missing a key element, which is odd because Pisces, you're so intuitive. You're actually usually really on point with this, but I'm sensing there's a missing key here somewhere, and you're forcing yourself forward, which is not a bad thing. But when you're doing so after coming from a place of a very hard decision and trying to force something to change without having a real purpose. Now, you could have a real purpose, but there's something missing, because ultimately what it is causing is a tower moment. And I say that also because how you feel about your love life or the situation is the Nine of Wands, which means that you do feel positive about the result and the outcome of you continuing to fight. You continuing to push forward quickly. You're thinking, Pisces, I think in terms of your love life, if I just force this, then it will all be okay. If I'm positive, if I'm Mr. Positive or Mrs. Positive, be Mrs. Positivity through this, it will be okay. It will fix things. If I'm just positive enough, or if I just keep putting in the effort, or if I just make this relationship work even though I'm sad about an old relationship, or something like that. That's your attitude, and it doesn't really work in your favor here because we have a tower moment. Now, what's interesting is your partner or love interest, how they feel about the situation. They feel really good. They have the Wheel of Fortune. So they do feel like they feel like life and love, your relationship, your love, you, is all working out in their favor. Hey, they're very happy. They see nothing but positivity in this. But, and I use the word but very carefully, because they feel this. You're trying too hard. Okay? They're not picking up. There's a disconnect here with their emotional intelligence, because they're not picking up that you're forcing this. They're not picking up that there's lasting energy or regret somewhere. They're not picking up that you're trying too hard to fight another fight. Now, all these things are very positive. They are very positive. But when you're doing it from a place of this, without really thinking, without really sorting out your thoughts and being very clear on what you're actually trying to do and why you're trying to do it and for whom and with whom you're trying to do it, you're missing some keys there. And they're not aware of it. They just think it's all full steam ahead, status quo, happy-go-lucky, yes. But you've got this heaviness to the situation internally. And you need to be with a partner that's going to pick up on that. Now, what's doubly interesting, Pisces, is in your hopes and fears, we have the Queen of Swords here. So you could be dealing with the air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You could be dealing with the air sign, but she's reversed. So your hopes and fears. You're fearing that they are being manipulative, that they are being controlling, that they are not being honest. Okay, she's very strategic in a very cognitive, intellectual way, leaving emotion out of it. And that's why I said there could be an emotional disconnect, a lack of emotional intelligence, because this person will completely mess with your mind on purpose. Now, this is a fear of yours, so it doesn't mean that this is happening. In fact, it shows that it's not. It shows that this person, whomever you're with, doesn't have to be an air sign, but it shows that they are very happy. They are seeing things. But you, Pisces, feel like things could just turn on a dime and shit could hit the fan and they could just lose their mind or go berserk or whatever. So you have this kind of, and maybe it's because I feel you might not be coming from a real honest place on some level in your dealings with them, and more so in your dealings with yourself. I feel like there is a disconnect there, and they're not seeing it, or they're choosing to not see it. And I think ultimately with this person, what you need most, Pisces, is you actually need them to see it. You need them to connect on your level and call you out and be like, hey, we're moving too fast, or hey, I'm sensing a lack of genuineness in this relationship, or hey, like, you kind of need them. That would help you connect with them if they said something like that, but they're not. They're just like full steam ahead, and you're here forcing and pushing and trying, and you're kind of going along with it, which is great. It's beautiful, but you need someone that's like, hey, slow down. Are you okay? Are we okay? What's going on? Does that make sense? Please leave your comments below, because that might have just been very confusing. But for some reason, I feel, Pisces, that you're going to really get it. Now, the outcome, Temperance, reversed. The outcome is a lot of, or a series of, uncomfortable, uneasy, emotional feelings. And again, are you trying to force something? Are they not seeing it? Is there something missing? Okay, we know something happens, but there's this, the outcome is uneasiness. It is uncertainty. It is imbalanced emotions. That's the outcome. Okay? Let's pull some clarifiers. Please clarify this 8 of Cups for Pisces. Please clarify this 8 of Cups in the past for Pisces. Why is this 8 of Cups in the past for Pisces? King of Cups. Okay, so you walked away from something, or you were dealing with another water sign that walked away. Okay. I'm going to clarify this 2 of Wands reverse, because that's very interesting to me, given the rest of this, all these cards in this reading. There is a little bit of a lack of awareness of real emotions on some level. Okay, 2 of Wands reversed. Please clarify the 2 of Wands reversed. Knight of Swords reversed. So it's almost as if something really needed to happen and it didn't. And so now you're forcing yourself forward, but there's this overwhelming something. Please clarify the Tower for Pisces. Madison. Maddie. Oh my gosh. Okay, please clarify the Tower for Pisces. I'm so sorry about my dog. She's going berserk with her snoring. Please clarify the Tower for Pisces. One more. Hold on. Maddie. Madison. You want to go to the dog park? That'll do it every time. Oh my gosh, I apologize. All right, please clarify the tower for Pisces. Why is the tower in Pisces future? What is this about? Now I feel like I lied to her. Okay, lack of passion. Lack of initiation, lack of getting something started. This is also a phallic symbol, so lack of passion on that level. Maybe because you're trying to force something that maybe just really isn't there, Pisces, or vice versa with your partner. Okay, please clarify this temperance reversed. Please clarify the temperance reversed and the outcome for Pisces. The Chariot. So Pisces, what this means is in your outcome is that there needs to be movement. Directed movement, swift movement, maybe movement away from these emotions. But what that means, you can only determine. But there needs to be swift decisions, swift movement, and moving forward. Okay? I don't see anything about communication here. So this isn't swift communication. This isn't trying to rectify a situation. This isn't necessarily saying to leave a situation. But there needs to be action, because you can't stay in this place where you're trying to force something and it's making you uneasy. And you have this fear of someone going ballistic and like totally mind effing you. Okay? You can't be in a relationship where you have that type of fear all the time. Okay. Pisces. This is your high-level advice and guidance messages. What are the high-level advice and guidance messages for Pisces in February with respect to this reading? High-level advice and guidance messages. Six of Coins, Nine of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Guidance, okay. And the Hermit. So, you may need to take some time, like you should have initially, and really think about where you are and where you're going, and be very honest with yourself, and be very honest with your emotions about your love life. Get to that core. Go into hermit mode and have some introspection about where you are, what you're doing, and where and who you're going to go do that with. Interesting. Because what you're needing, advice and guidance, is equality, reciprocity, giving, receiving, generosity. Okay, with something that is real. You have fight left in you. You have the Nine of Wands here twice, so you can go fight another battle. Like, you have the energy. And the key message here, Pisces, for you is the Ace of Wands. In terms of advice and guidance, passion. It takes initiation. It takes consistency. There's a lack of passion in your relationship on some level or in your love life, and you need it. That will balance this out, and you have fight left in you to go get that. Okay? Passion, 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 passion. Really be honest with yourself. Really be honest with yourself, Pisces, okay? All right. I love you. Have a wonderful February. Annuals will be up in a couple days. I promise, as soon as I get all caught up on my private readings, going to be a very busy couple of days doing those. Then I'm going to get to your annuals. So stay tuned. If you want a private reading or a deeper look into this situation, I have a lot of options on my website, so just click on the link below and you can order a private reading, okay? All right, Pisces, I love you. Bye.